Hello, this is Mr. Downey's video blog for May 7th, 2010. And today's topic is going to be that middle school schedule. First and foremost, I want to thank all of the parents in grades 5th, 6th, and 7th, next year's middle school students, for getting your course sign-up sheets. And I know along the course of the process here that some people have had some questions that they have had. And a lot of people have emailed me or given me a call, and I've been able to answer questions as we have gone. And other parents have been talking to other parents and things like that. So I know there's some confusion. So what I want to try to do here is just briefly go ahead and go through how this all works to see if that can help explain the way this is all going to happen next year. Now, first of all, a little bit of context. When I came on board here last summer, one of the top concerns that people shared with me, parents at town hall meetings, teachers when I met with them, and other members of the St. Francis and Morgantown community in general, one of the top concerns dealt with the middle school and just the enrollment patterns that we found in it. So I investigated to see what the causes were for some enrollment loss between 5th and 6th grade. And while there's some causes that are beyond my control, one of the things that I felt was very much under my control was a request by parents, students, and teachers to give kids more opportunity, more choice within their curriculum. And when I looked at it, I said, the problem is the schedule that we've been using. It's a fine schedule, but it is very set into rock, and there's not a lot of opportunity to vary between choices. So in other words, I don't have any space to add an elective opportunity under the current schedule. So that's what we focused in on, is how can we change the scheduling of the courses to provide more and varied elective opportunities. How we're going to do it? Essentially, we're going to do what a lot of public middle schools and what pretty much every high school in the United States does, and basically say we're going to have credits and we're going to have core requirements that you have to have, and then you add the electives on top. So, on this basis, we're going to have our credits, and each student will be earning credits in the following way. If you get a full year class, you earn 1 credit. So this would be going from the beginning of school to end of school, a traditional class. If you're in a class that lasts just a semester, you're going to receive a half a credit. And how's it break down? Well, we have a base core curriculum we've been teaching for years at St. Francis of religion, language arts, composition or writing, math, science, and social studies. And so next year you get 1 credit for religion, 1 credit for language arts, 1 credit for composition, 1 credit for the math that you're in, 1 credit for the science that you're in, and 1 credit for the social studies that you're in. This is what we currently teach. So that's how this works. And conveniently, this is 1 period, 2 periods, 3 periods, 4 periods, 5 periods, 6 periods. So this is a 6 period out of an 8 period day. So then we go to electives. Okay, the electives we figured out are going to be set up on semesters. And when we looked at it, we already require kids to take phys ed, art, and music. And we looked at the time that they're currently spending in all 3 of these. It turned out that over 3 years, students will be in gym class for the equivalent of a year, the amount of minutes and time that they're spending. So what we'll do is we will require students to spend 2 semesters, 2 half credits, taking phys ed, taking art, and taking music. So, in 6th and 7th grade, you've got your 6 classes, then you've got 1 semester of phys ed, 1 semester of art, 1 semester of music, which, if you look at it, comes down to 7.5 credits. Okay, so almost all of your credits are accomplished through taking of those. We're going to give opportunities for which art, what type of art you're going to take, what type of music, but that gets it set. And then we have these other electives. These are going to be things that students might have a lot of different interests in or needs in. So it's going to be about technology, so the applied technology classes, that's computer skills. For students that like language, it can be world languages. There's a whole host of things students could choose to take within this framework. and that's your last half credit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there's your 8 periods a day, your 8 credits for the year. That's 6th grade, that's 7th grade. 8th grade's a little different because we're also going to add one more core requirement, and that is Spanish 1, and that'll be a full credit. The art and music will be taken care of by 6th and 7th grade. Phys Ed is also mostly taken care of, but in 8th grade they're going to go ahead and take health class with the WVU work that they do with students with special needs in Mon County. So that brings us to 7.5 credits, and they still get their 1/2 credit where they can have fun. And that leads to the elective course catalog that we sent home to families, which basically showed everything. It did outline the options in Phys Ed, music, and art, but it also showed the other classes that we may be able to offer, from Newberry winners to other things. So the last thing that we're going to do moving forward is I have everybody's sign-up sheet. Teachers are entering them into an online database, and we're simply going to find out what students are most interested in taking for next year, and then we'll start and we'll figure out which classes of the elective classes that we will offer for next year, and then over June and July I'll actually spend some time placing students in their classes. So hopefully that helps a lot of you that may have some questions, and of course this is something new that we're trying, and while we're very confident that this is a great framework to give students that opportunity while maintaining our high curricular standards, we also recognize that if something doesn't work, it just means we go and we find out why it doesn't work, we make revisions, and we try something new to make this model work more. Again, with the ultimate opportunity of making sure that every day, every student at St. Francis is given every opportunity to succeed academically, socially, and spiritually. So that's Mr. Downey's video blog, that's Mr. Downey's whiteboard opportunity. Thank you all and have a great week.